Is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. It helps if I hit the right button. Welcome to year 3 of Retro Sports Network. I'm Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. And we start off year 3 with an absolutely huge matchup in the National League East as we hit the end of our 1978 replay regular season. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates will go at it one more series at least to determine the champion of the National League East. The Phillies have a 3-game lead coming in. You'll see him tonight live in prime time here on Twitch.tv, and you'll see him tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Twitch.tv, 24 hours later, of course, on YouTube. For the Pirates, they're going to go with Don Robinson. For the Phillies, it's the lefty Steve Carlton. He's not had a great year for his standards, but he is still going for a 15th win. It's big, and so you just never know what's going to happen when these two teams play. The Phillies are in first place. They're the home team. It's a light rain and 74 degrees on the September 11th, 1978. So come on! It's time for a pennant chase and to celebrate 2 full years of Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1978. Tonight, from the Vet in Philadelphia, it is the first place Philadelphia Phillies and the second place Pittsburgh Pirates. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, that's not all one word, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And if you're wondering what's at stake here, let's take a look, shall we? The Philadelphia Phillies come into this game at 84-58. The Pittsburgh with a winning percentage of .592 and a magic number of 18. They are the home team tonight, and they'll be the home team tomorrow afternoon. The Pirates come in at 81-61 with a winning percentage of .570, and they are 3 games behind the Phillies as we start action today. Oh yes, the slide machine's out there. Other divisions, well, let me tell you. As we start playing the National League West on this 11th of September, the Dodgers are 82-61, a winning percentage of .573, and a magic number of 15. The Reds seem to have handed the Dodgers the division. They're 5.5 back at 72-66. Looking over at the American League, the Baltimore Orioles, New York Yankees, and Milwaukee Brewers are in a dogfight in the American League East. The Orioles at 83-59, a winning percentage of .585, and a magic number of 20. The Yankees, losers to the Red Sox yesterday, 82-60, a .577 winning percentage, and they're 1 game back. And the Brewers at 78-65 are holding on at 5.5 back. And last but not least, the Rangers, Royals, and Twins in the American League West. The Rangers, 22 games left, 80-60, a magic number of 17. The Royals at 75-66, 5.5 back. And the Twins at 75-68, 6.5 back. And now you know what's going on. But back to the task at hand, and we'll show those again. Thank you. No Red Sox. They haven't played all that well. Thanks for the follow. Mr. Eric, JT, how are you? So the Phillies and the Pirates, 3 games apart as we start play. And Steve Carlton takes the hill at 14-10 with a 3.57 ERA. Fastball pitcher, fly ball plus pitcher at 87. Helps if you get the graphics in the right order, Mr. Chuckett. 4th start against the Pirates this year. 25 2/3 innings, 31 hits, 13 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 18. But he's 3-0 and all that with an ERA of 4.56. That's not great, but it gets the job done. Now I show this screen. His last start was September 6th. He went the distance in a 9-inning 5-hitter against the Cubs. He allowed a run. It was not earned. He walked 2 and struck out 6. So overall, 224 1/3 innings, 226 hits, 103 runs, 89 earned. He's allowed 31 homers. He has walked 59 and struck out 133. And because I forgot to look, this is start 31. He's got 3 left after tonight. And if you're wondering about his high strikeout total of the year, it came a month ago against these Pirates. He fanned 8. This will be the lineup he'll face. Frank Tavares leads off at short. Omar Moreno in center will bat second. Dave Parker in right will hit third. Bill Robinson cleans up in left. Willie Stargell, lefty versus lefty, will bat fifth and play first. Phil Garner at second will bat sixth. Dale Berra, don't call me Yogi, at third will bat seventh. Duffy Dyer behind the plate, he'll bat eighth. And Don Robinson on the hill for the Pirates, he'll go ninth. Defensively for the Phillies, Greg Luzinski is a 4 and a 4 and left. Gary Maddox a 10 and a 6 in center. Bake McBride a 9 and an 8 in right. The infield, Mike Schmidt a 10 at third. Larry Boa a 10 at short. Teddy Sizemore a 7 at second. Richie Hebner a 6 at first. And with Carlton on the mound, it's Tim McCarver a 5 and a 10 behind the plate. Hebner and Schmidt play for the bunt. Tavares at 263, 2 triples, and 44 RBI. Just remember, Eric, that Twitch only keeps videos for a couple weeks. The latency is better, so I can react in better time, but you still would have to. You can export them right to YouTube. That's the good thing. All right, we're playing for the bunt, and it's 7:07. And here we go. Pitch to Tavares is a fly ball center field. Maddox is there. 1 out. So if you're going to go live, it works. And I get paid for some of this stuff. You watch ads, I get paid. And thank you, Mr. Mal, for the sub. But YouTube is the permanent way to do these things. Here's Omar Moreno. He's at 276. 5 homers and 40 RBI. Again, Schmidt and Hebner play for the bunt. Carlton deals. Moreno line drive to second. Sizemore is there. 2 out. Now, if there is an undisputed MVP anywhere, I would think it would be Dave Parker, who's hitting .363, 35 homers, and 110 RBI. That's pretty powerful stuff. Carlton deals, line drive to left, but Luzinski's there, and that will retire the side. Pirates go down in order. We go to the bottom of the first. Pittsburgh, nothing. Here come the Phils. And so Don Robinson, wearing a hat that looks about 3 sizes too small, takes the hill for start 28. He'll have 4 more after this. He is 12 and 5 on the year with an ERA of 2.62. His best start of the year, his highest strikeout count, came on the 29th of May against these Phillies. He whiffed 9 and threw 138 pitches. This is start number 4 for Mr. Robinson against the Phillies. 5th time overall. So 24 1/3 innings, 20 hits, 6 runs all earned. He has only walked 3. Control is not an issue for Robinson. He's got it. And has fanned 20. He's a fly ball pitcher and a fastball pitcher at 87. His last start came on the 6th against the against the Cardinals. He went out and threw a one-hitter. I hope he won. Yeah, you can't, unless you have, let me finish this here. He went 9 innings, walked 2, and struck out 6 in that one-hitter. In 195 and 2/3 innings, he allowed 164 hits, 66 runs, 57 of them are earned, 10 homers. He's only walked 33 and struck out 132. And the lineup he'll face, Bake McBride will lead off in right field. Larry Boa at short will bat second. Gary Maddox will bat third and play center. Greg Luzinski in left will clean up. Richie Hebner at first will bat fifth. Mike Schmidt moves down to 6 in the order. Goodness gracious. He'll play third, of course. Tim McCarver behind the plate. What's that say for Teddy Sizemore? That Tim McCarver will bat 7th. And Teddy Sizemore at second will bat 8th. Steve Carlton will hit 9th. And he only threw 12 pitches in the first. I'm not sure if... now I forget the name of the Windows accessible app that you have for Macs. Dimensions, Hypertensions, Bad Boys. One of those. So if you can get to play on a MacBook, I wonder if you can get to play on an iPad. Bill Robinson is a 6-4 and left defensively for the Pirates. Omar Moreno a 7-6 in center. Dave Parker is a 10 in right. Dale Berra, don't call me Yogi, a 3 at third. Frank Tavares is still missing an angel. He's a 6 at short. Phil Garner is a 5 at second. Willie Stargell is 6 at first. And Duffy Dyer a 5 and a 3 behind the plate. Good question. How many outfield assists for Dave Parker? 4. Wait, 6 errors too, but 4. And 129 starts. But he has saved 8 runs. All right, McBride at 243, 8 homers and 42 RBI. Pitch from Robinson. McBride up the middle. That's a base hit. That's how the Phillies wanted to start. And that'll bring up Boa at 299. 3 homers and 48 RBI. Schmidt just struggled all through 78. JT Dutch saying it's shocking to see Maddox hitting third. Yeah, it is. Phillies, of course, not sure what the real lead was on September 11th. But everybody, the Pirates did finish within 5, so trying to get the most out of the offense and maybe trying to take some of the pressure off of Schmidt in the top of the lineup. Runner goes, throws down to second, and McBride is in there. That's 26. Steals for Bake on the year and an 0-1 count. Robinson delivers, line drive right field. McBride will score. The throw goes back in the infield, and it's 1-0 Philadelphia. So here's Maddox. Gary, 279 though, 10 homers and 61 RBI. Not like he hasn't been super productive. He has struck out, by the way, 96 times in the replay. I'm being told the Phillies had a 4-game lead on going into September 11th, and here they have a 3-game lead. Pitch to Maddox, and it's a balk. And so Boa will take second. Now, Chris is going to think that we always have a run in the first inning. And as soon as he said that when he was with us last week, the next 3 games I didn't have a run in the first inning. It does happen. Pitch to Maddox is a fly ball left center field. Moreno will get there. Boa holds, and there's 1 out. for Luzinski at 246, 29 homers, and 91 RBI. So Robinson trying to get his sea legs in on a wet night here at the vet. And if you have a wet night at the vet, considering that it's National Dog Day, just remember to bring a change of pants. Pitch to Luzinski is a little looper into left field. Robinson will pick it up. He got a late jump. Boa scores, and it's 2-0 Philadelphia. Game question is, when these players' games run out, they don't. Simple answer, they don't. It's as played lineups. So every game that you've seen, I'm running out the same lineups that they ran out there. So I would never bat Mike Schmidt sixth, or if you watch some of our earlier stuff on YouTube, Davey Concepcion third for the Reds. Dear Lord. But so they don't. You can have usage penalties. I don't. But everything you see here is starts left for pitchers. That's just to give you an idea of how many more times they go out on the mound. Not necessarily how many players that a game, games a player has left. So when I say that Robinson has 4 starts left, it means that he goes this one and then we'll go 4 more times in the last 20 days. Okay? All right, Luzinski on first for Hebner at 272, 12 homers and 51 RBI. For me, it just makes it fair since the computer plays everything but the 1 or maybe 2 games a day, that it just, whatever the computer runs out, they run out there. So there are usage penalties that you can have in there, but it's hard, especially if you're doing an as replayed replay, to have... Oh, sure. Yeah, you could use that picture as much as you want to get over usage. Yep, no problem. I don't think I can show you the rules in the middle of the game. Pitch to Hebner. Struck him out, so Robinson got him in 2-2 at the knees. Phillies look up at the booth as I'm not paying attention to the game. Here's Schmidt. Surprisingly enough, he's actually going to beat his real-life numbers. He's hitting 246, 21 homers, and 76 RBI. So I hope you're enjoying this on a Wednesday night. Pitch to throw to first, Luzinski back. Kind of hoping that Big Clue shows up. He sent me a couple emails I'd like to touch on, but we'll see. So no count yet to Schmidt. Robinson goes home, popped up. Dyer takes off the mask, and that will retire the side. But the Phillies get 2 big ones in the first on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the second. Steve Carlton nursing a 2-0 lead. I'm sure Schmidt's on-base percentage is pretty good, even with a low for him 66 walks. 343 compared to 364. OPS is right there, though, 789 compared to 799. Not a good September. Hitting 136 in the early going. Robinson at 249, 5 homers, and 66 RBI. Yeah, he'll exceed his real-life home run total, especially with... Well, this is game 143, 19 left. Ground ball to Boa, has to come in, throws to Hebner. They got him. So 1 out for Stargell. A rare start against the lefty for Willie. At 308, 18 homers and 68 RBI. These 2 teams tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. This is a big one, essentially for the National League East Championship. Pitch to Willie is strike three. First for lefty, a 1-2 right down Broadway. Took something off it. And that brings up Garner at 251, 4 homers, and that's a whole bunch of my favorite numbers there. 4 triples, 4 homers, and 44 RBI. Line drive to Hebner, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Phils. So here's Tim McCarver, 272, 4 homers, and 14 RBI. Sizemore and Carlton here to follow in the second. Got him. Check the swing on an 0-2, and that's the second for Robinson. Brings up Sizemore, 226, no homers, and 16 RBI. Pitch to Teddy is a ground ball to Tavares, makes a diving stop behind the bag, throws to first in time for the out. So a better second for Robinson. And that'll bring up Carlton, hitting 269. 3 doubles and 7 RBI. From the wind, fouled back and off his foot. Not what you ever want to have a pitcher do, is fouling off his own foot. Digs back in, ground ball to third. Berra, Stargell for the out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the third. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. Now, of course, the division isn't over. These two teams start a 3-game set here in Philadelphia, and then they'll go play a 3-game set in Pittsburgh. But we already know that if these two teams finish the regular season tied, that game 163 would be in Philadelphia, because they've already won the season series. Certainly not the Dodgers. 10-2 is pretty impressive. The Phillies have their number in the Commonwealth rivalry. Here's Berra, Dale at 121, 2 homers and 6 RBI. And there's a long drive to center. Maddox, that's gone. Holy Mario Mendoza. Dale Berra takes him to deep center field, and it's 2-1. No, the Dodgers haven't played well. Yeah, you can call him Yogi now. I talked about this in my chat today on YouTube. You just never know when things are going to get wild. And for Dale Berra to take one off of Carlton, you just don't expect that. That's the 32nd home run Carlton has given up. And that brings up Duffy Dyer, who didn't homer in 1978. 235, 5 doubles, and 12 RBI. 2-1 here in the third. Here's a line drive to left. Luzinski's going to dive, and he can't get there. Dyer's going to hold with a single. This was not a great year for Carlton. And Luzinski sets off the seismographs across the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So here's Robinson. Maybe not in a bunt situation. He's hitting .343, 23 for 67 with 7 RBI. Hebner and Schmidt play for the bunt. He does. McCarver throws to Sizemore covering, and that is the first out. Goes 1-4 on the card. And that'll bring up Tavares, who's 0 for 1. So Carlton, 2 1/3 innings, 9 batters, 33 pitches, 2 hits, the home run to Berra. Goodness gracious. And a strikeout, just 1. I'm being told that Berra hit 1 homer against Carlton in his actual career. But overall, he hit 115 against him in 59 at-bats. Which just kind of goes to show that even once or twice a day, a broken clock is right. Pitch to Tavares is a ground ball right side. Dyer will hold. Sizemore got a late jump, and there's runners on the corners and 1 out for Moreno, who's 0 for 1. So Carlton just kind of bewitched and bothered here. Moreno, line drive to Sizemore, and Teddy will haul that in for the second out. Brings up Dave Parker, who is 0 for 1. There's a fly ball right center field. Back goes McBride. That's off the wall. Dyer will score. Tavares will round third. He will score without a throw. And the Pirates go up 3-2. So Dave Parker makes his case again for National League MVP. A 2-run double, and the Pirates have climbed the mountain back. It's 3-2. JT Dutch has Baseball Ref Open. I think big clue when he watches his Baseball Ref Open, too. It's always fun, because you really can't. I got the two with the monitor and the game on, and so I really can't go back and do that, so always appreciated. Here's Robinson. Bill is 0 for 1. Pitch. Got him! And that will retire the side. But the Pirates score 3 on 4 hits and no errors. The homer by Berra, the 2-run double by Parker. We go to the bottom of the third. Dave's here! 3-2 Pittsburgh. So Robinson, 9 batters deep, 40 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. McBride singled, stole a base, and scored his first time up. Into right. Parker, 1 out. Brings up Larry Boa, who singled home McBride, as a matter of fact, for his 49th ribby, and scored. I will select all that. It's now OOTP where you can vote for that and they'll do it. That's me. Yep. Pitch to Boa is a line drive base hit in front of Parker, and that's the 4th hit Robinson's given up. Maddox is 0 for 1. 1 out, bottom of the third. 3-2 Pittsburgh, and we'll show you why this is a big game in a moment. Into left center, Moreno rides the Schwinn. He makes the catch. 2 out for Luzinski. RBI single in the first. Boa has 25 steals. Gonna go. It's a ball. He couldn't get a jump. And so Robinson's going to make the mistake and relax here. There goes Boa. And Dyer just eats it. And the Phils get another steal. 26 for Boa on the year. And now I'll bring up Luzinski. 1 for 1. He is singled. Told you that already. So 1-1 count. Robinson deals. Ball 4. So the first base open walk. 2 out for Hebner, who struck out his first time up. Pirates have a good bullpen, but you don't want to get into it in the 3rd inning. Little looper into left, going to drop in front of Robinson. Boa scores to tie it. And Luzinski's on 3rd. Runners on the corners for Schmidt. Now, we talked in the open, or when we showed you the lineup, that Schmidt was hitting 6th. Let's see what he does. So Luzinski on 3rd. Hebner on 1st in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 3rd. Trips are wild. Pitch from Robinson. Line drive, Moreno, and he will retire the side. But the Phillies tie it on a run, 2 hits and no errors. After 3-3 the score. You're watching Year 3 of Retro Sports Network. And I had to do that because I made these things up and didn't configure it right for the graphics that I normally use. All right, so instead of normally showing you the standings, we know a lot of you join us late, so here's a look at what's the Tigers score? How bad are the Bruins losing? I made these slides, damn it. Pay attention, Gardner. So here we go. So here's the standings for everybody that matters. The Phillies, a 3-game lead over the Pirates coming into today, 84-58, and the Pirates with 20 games left are 81-61. So there you go. So this game means everything, and they play 5 more times after tonight. In the National League West, the Dodgers have taken full advantage of the Reds. Can't win a ball game, and so the magic number is 15, and the Reds are 5.5 back. The Dodgers have already clinched a winning record for 1978. American League, this is the tightest race left. The Orioles' magic number is 20. They lead the Yankees by 1 game, and the Brewers are letting it slip slide away, 5.5 back at 78-65. And in the West, the Rangers, I think the Rangers are going to pull this one out. They have a 5.5 game lead over the Royals, and the magic number is 17. The Twins just quite aren't gone yet, but it's close at 75-68. And give full credit, by the way, to the slides to Mr. Gardner, who came up with the idea. We do steal a lot of stuff here on Retro Sports Network. Yeah, once you get one made, it takes about 20 minutes to get that first slide there, to get all the fonts to work and make sure that it's all readable. But the key is you can duplicate everything. And now I can fire this up the rest of the way. It's just a matter of changing standings and maybe team names. Here's Stargell. He struck out his first time up. 3-3, top the 4th. Popped up right side, Hebner. And went out. I've rendered Ratcast speechless. Or has he left already? He might have left. Here's Garner. He's 0 for 1. So Carlton trying to get back after that lousy third. There's a line drive left field. Luzinski will get it on a hop, and that's a single. So both teams have 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Phillies have stranded 3. The Pirates have left 1 on. And that'll bring up the Sultan of SWAT, Dale Berra, who actually did have 6 homers in 135 at-bats. Pitch to Dale, struck him out. Carlton got him to chase at 2-2, and there's 2 out. For Duffy Dyer, who singled and scored in the 3rd. The vet, offensive paradise kind of the day, especially for home runs. Batting average, it's level for the lefties and +2 for the righties. But with no wind and the light rain and 73 degrees, lefties' home run chance increased by 72%. Righties by 28. Pitch to Dyer is a line drive base hit left field. Garner will go to 3rd, and the Pirates have runners on the corners and 2 out. Brings up Don Robinson, who can hit, but there's 2 out, and he's still the pitcher. Carlton from the stretch. Base hit right field. Garner will score. Dyer goes to 3rd. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh. Yep, this is like Hagler-Hearns in baseball form. Both sides connecting often. Been a lot of offense in this one. Tavares is 1 for 2. Frank has singled and scored. Carlton, 18 batters, 74 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, a homer, and has struck out 3. McCarver and Carlton go out to chat. Carlton says, get back there. Right back to hit Stevie, over to Hebner, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates get another run on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh. So McCarver, who struck out his first time up, Sizemore and Carlton to face Robinson here. So let's see if Don can get that shutdown inning. Not a term you used in 1978. Pitch to McCarver is a ground ball to Stargell. 1 out. Sizemore, 0 for 1. Robinson, 63 pitches deep as we play the fourth. Base hit up the middle. Moreno will grab it, and Sizemore's got a try for 2. Moreno throws to Garner. Sizemore is in there. So Ted moves to second. Oh, yeah, that team is the 85-86 Celtics, 40-1 at home. It's amazing how much of a difference, no matter the engine, Eric, when McHale's out. How much of a difference McHale makes. Carlton squares. Dyer throws to third. Then they got Sizemore. How about that? The sack bunt fails. So it goes 2-5 on the card. And Carlton will reach on a fielder's choice. So here's McBride, 1 for 2. Stolen base and scored. Robinson threw 18 batters, 67 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Into right center, Moreno has it to retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the 5th. It's Pittsburgh 4, Philadelphia 3. So Moreno, Parker, and Robinson to face Carlton here in the top of the 5th. There's a line drive right center field. Moreno will reach. He has 68 steals on the year. And now I'll bring up the Cobra, who's stung for a double in the 3rd and is now driven in 112. I think the 85-86 team probably is their best. I mean, my goodness, they started 5 Hall of Famers. 61-62 is a pretty good club, too. That's right in Bill Russell's prime. But that 85-86 team, oh my goodness gracious. Pitch to Parker is a fly ball to left center. Maddox is there for the out. 1 out. Robinson is 0 for 2. Bill struck out once. Lefty. Into right. McBride has it. Imagine that we're talking baseball in a baseball stream. Actually, we're talking basketball. In a team and season you like there, Dave. Dave, of course, missed the slideshow I gave, but he's still here. Here's Stargell. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. We are talking everything but Fortnite. Yeah, you know, I don't think in the Fortnite streams they have a long and detailed discussion on the greatest Celtic teams of the past. Just saying. Stargell fouls it off on the 3-1. Pitch. Got him! He got him to swing and miss. And so halfway home, no runs, no hit, no errors. Time for the commercial break. 4-3, Pittsburgh. Really? Okay. Poor wife isn't feeling all that well, and so came time for dinner. I asked, well, what have we got that I can feed myself? And she listed the chicken that she made, which I've eaten the last several days, which is still very good. And then she said, "Oh, and the bread with the pepperoni and the cheese on it." I said, "You mean the pizza?" She said, "Yes, that." I hope she feels better soon. Here's how we got here. Phillies got 2 in the first. Larry Boa, an RBI single to score McBride. 1-0 Phils. Then Greg Luzinski scored Boa on a single to make it 2-0. In the third, Dale Berra took Steve Carlton deep for his third of the year, 2-1 Philadelphia. And after Frank Tavares bumped his hitting streak to 10, Dave Parker with a 2-run double to make it 3-2 Pittsburgh. Philadelphia tied it in the bottom of the third. Richie Hebner singled to score Boa. And then in the fourth, Don Robinson singled to score Garner to take the lead. 4-3 Pittsburgh. If you like the commercials better than the baseball, that's how you become a mod on this channel. Oh, wait, you already are. So Don Robinson, 6 hits through 4 and 3 runs. Carlton, 8 hits through 5 and 4 runs. Kind of like Dave Gardner after a walk, not covering himself in glory. Here's Boa. Wink, wink. He's 2 for 2. He has singled twice, driven in a run, scored twice, and stole a base. Robinson starts the bottom of the fifth with a liner to center. That's going to drop for a single. And the Phillies have 7 hits. Here's Maddox, who's 0 for 2. Boa. Do I hit and run or straight steal? Hit and run is on. Maddox in the left field. Robinson is there, and Boa retreats back to first. Here's Luzinski. He's 1 for 1. He has walked and driven in a run. Throw to first, Boa back. Pitch to Greg. There's a fly ball right center field. Moreno is there. Will make the catch. 2 out. Richie Hebner is 1 for 2. Has singled, struck out, and driven in a run. Throw to first, Boa back. Mr. Mao. Meow. Is our latest sub here on Twitch. Thank you so much. Goes home. Hebner 1 for 2. Going to drive this into right center for a single. Boa will go to third. And the Phillies have the tying run 90 feet away and 2 out for Mike Schmidt, who is 0 for 2. What was your commercial for there, Davey? Pitch to Schmidt. Ball 4. And so Robinson has him loaded for McCarver, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The rain has stopped here. It's a calm night in Philadelphia, at least wind-wise, and 69 degrees right now as we play the bottom of the fifth. Dyer and Robinson go out and chat. Here's the pitch. McCarver, liner to right. Parker is there, and the Phillies leave him loaded. Well, not that time you won't, JT. No runs, 2 hits. The Phillies have loaded left 7 on. Adobe. We've played 5. Pittsburgh 4, Philadelphia 3. So Garner, Berra, and Dyer. First day in the job. So Garner 1 for 2. Singled and scored. Carlton starts the 6th. In the left center field. Back goes Maddox, and that's gone. So Garner makes it 5-3. This Pirate team is not full of power, but they've had 2 home runs tonight. Maddox could only turn and watch it go. That was on the black of the batter's eye. And for Carlton, that's his 33rd home run allowed. Speaking of home runs, here's Dale Berra. He's 1 for 2. So 5-3 Pittsburgh here in the 6th. Liner to third. Schmidt leaps and makes a great stop. 1 out. Brings up Duffy Dyer, who's 2 for 2. Has singled twice and scored. Got him! That's 5 for Carlton. He swung on and missed, and McCarver couldn't find it. Pulled out his Copenhagen, tried to tag him with that, and then found the ball and got him. So 2 out for Robinson, who's now hitting .353 as a pitcher. Has an RBI single. And has another single as he punches that one in the hole and right. So for Carlton, 27 batters, 5 2/3 innings, 106 pitches, 10 hits. He's allowed 2 homers and struck out 5, and since he'll bat second in the 6th, this will be it. Tavares 1 for 3, make it 2 for 4. Robinson trucks on to third. And the Pirates are about to make things really interesting in the National League East. Omar Moreno is 1 for 3. Carlton's pitch popped up. McCarver takes off the mask, and that will retire the side. Pirates get 1 more on 3 hits and no errors. They leave 2 on after 6-5-3. Pittsburgh. So Sizemore, a pinch hitter, and McBride to face Robinson, who should finish the inning, but 6 is probably going to be it. Teddy into left center. Moreno will run in to make the catch. 1 out. Who can hit a righty? And they're going to use the pitcher, Randy Lurch, because he's hitting .196. 10 for 51 on the year. He does have 2 homers and 4 RBI. Pitch from Robinson. Lurch into short. Tavares over to Stargell. 2 out. Nick McBride 1 for 3. Robinson now might pitch the 7th if he can get McBride here. 27 batters for Don, 107 pitches, 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits. All 3 runs are earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. In the left, Robinson's there, and that will retire the side. We go to the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Pirates 5, the Phillies 3. Too early for Tugger? Yeah. Phillies go with Ron Reed. 44th appearance of the year. He's 6 3. Yes. Very good. Very good. You get points for that. Reed is 6 3 with 16 saves and an ERA of .230. 44th appearance of the year. 7th time against the Pirates. 7 1/3 innings. 5 hits. 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1 and struck out 7. He is 1-0 with 3 saves. He last pitched on the 9th, 2/3 of an inning against St. Louis, which was clean. 62 2/3 innings, 44 hits, 18 runs, 16 earned. Walked 10 and struck out 56. Fastball pitcher at 88 and a fly ball pitcher. Hey, if you're a member of our Digital to Dice Facebook group and watching over the next couple days, check out Craig Wessel, the creator of All-Star Lineup Baseball, and for the contest that he's doing. I won't tell you about it, but just give you a reason to check out our Facebook group at Digital to Dice. Parker is 1 for 3. He has doubled and drove in 2. So Reed probably won't finish the game, but if he can get 6 outs, I think the Phillies would take it. Line drive to Hebner, 1 out. There's 1. Brings up Robinson, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Pirates. They've left 6 on. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Phillies. They've left on 7. Got him! He swung on and missed a 1-2 fastball. And that'll bring up Stargell, who was struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. Pitch from Reed. Got him! He got him on the inside corner. Stretch time 5-3. Time for a limerick. I once knew a... Oh, God. Okay, I'll read it. I had to stop there for a second because I saw the magic word. All right, time for a limerick. Okay, as Grant Jackson takes his warm-up tosses. I once knew a man named Ron Juckett. Well, there's 2 T's, but thank you. He wasn't the guy from Nantucket. No, you're absolutely right there. He did retro sports of various sorts. Oh, look, I made a couplet. Nipsey Russell will be appearing nightly in the Velvet Room of the Lethbridge, Alberta Hampton Inn at 2, 4, and 6 before the nightly showing of Wayne Gretzky's greatest achievements. 46th appearance for Jackson. He's 4-4 with 9 saves and an ERA at 2.78. Against the Phillies, this is his 7th appearance. This is his 7th appearance. Enunciation for announcers is important. 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs all earned. He struck out 2 and is 0-2. So help for the Phillies yet with an ERA of 6. His last appearance was the 7th against the Cardinals. 1 inning, 1 hit, a walk, and a strikeout. So overall, 55 innings, 54 hits, 2 home runs, 17 runs all earned, 16 walks, 26 strikeouts. And they got me laughing, and I forgot to tell you he's a fly ball, fastball pitcher at 87. Tip your waiter, try the veal. Another line you'll never hear in the Fortnite stream. That's another one of my favorites. Thank you. Glad you found the humor there. That was good. I like that. Larry Boa is 3 for 3, by the way. He has singled 3 times, scored twice, stole a base, and drove in his 49th run. Pitch from Jackson is a slow roller to Stargell. Underhands it to Jackson covering, and there's 1 out. Brings up Gary Maddox. Not liking Jackson's chances here. The first 2 averages on our predictometer, 300 and 350. That's what you set the oven at for a turkey, for crying out loud. Maddox is 0 for 3. Slow roller to Tavares. Has to hurry. Gary can run. And the throw pulls Stargell off the bag. It's not a hit. It's an error. So Luzinski, the tying run. He has walked, sac flew, and singled. He is 1 for 2. He is the tying run. Jackson delivers. Liner to Berra. 2 out. Brings up Hebner. Look at that batting average, 499. He is 2 for 3. That's a strikeout and an RBI. It's about what you pay for a pound of hamburger. $4.99. Here's a ground ball, base hit up the middle. Maddox will go to third. Hebner on first. Runners on the corners and 2 out for Michael Jack Schmidt, who was left on a bushel of base runners today. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Jackson delivers. Up the middle, a base hit. 5-4 as Maddox will score. And Hebner moves to third. And so for Grant, it's not been his appearance. Here's Nope. Bob Boone, a pinch hit for McCarver. Boone at 209. Not his year either. 9 homers and 48 RBI. 5-4, 2 out, bottom of the 7th. Hebner on third. Schmidt on first. You still liking the Adobe ad better there, Gardner? Pitch to Boone. Here's a fly ball to left. That will get it done. Robinson will haul it in, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits and an error. We go to the 8th. It's 5-4 Pittsburgh. And Bob Boone, a Woolworth catcher because he's a 10 and a 5. Ask your Fortnite streamer what that means. Here's Garner. Phil is 2 for 3. Singled solo homer and has scored twice. He tries to drop one down. Foul. And the count is 0-2. So Reed, the pitch, the 8th, and then the Phillies will have to go to someone else because Reed is due in the 2-hole in the bottom of the inning. There's a base hit left center field. Luzinski will pick it up. Achoo! 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 The sneezes have returned. Here's Berra. He's 1 for 3. Solo homer and a strikeout. Throw to first. Garner is back, barely. And Reed will now pay attention to the batter at the plate. Into right, McBride. And there's an out. 3's a... Oh, that's right. I thought I muted that. Didn't I mute that? It is, but my wife isn't in here, so I can't kiss a fool. Wait. Well, I can kiss myself. Here's Dyer. He's 2 for 3. Duffy is singled twice and struck out. I thought did that not get muted? That was the whole point of me hitting the button. Pitch to Duffy, hit him. That's not what you want. So 1 out. Garner on third, Dyer on first for Grant Jackson, who will get the governor's reprieve here. Oh. No, we got it all. Well, let me know if you hear this. That's not what was supposed to happen. Oh, really? Well, I guess the mute thing doesn't work on that. Never mind. Never mind. All right, let's see if they pinch hit for Jackson. I owe Lorenzo an apology. There's a mute button on my microphone. And so I hit that. I guess it doesn't work. Or not what it's intended to work. Steve Bry, the pinch hitter, by the way. Runners on the corners. 246, a homer, and 9 RBI. Looking like Charles Bronson in that picture. Pitch from Reed. There goes Dyer. Ground ball to Schmidt. They're going to throw home for Garner, and no, sir. They had no chance for Dyer. And they tried to stop the run from scoring. 6-4. Here's Tavares. He's 2 for 4. He singled twice with a run scored. Pitch to Frank is a ground ball to third. Sizemore for 1 across to Hebner, and that should be 2. Is it? Yes, it is. Kent DeColvey coming in, and this is his ball game. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-4 Pittsburgh, as they got a run on a hit and no errors. Well, to figure out how to mute that thing then. That's not what I wanted to have happen. You hear confidential conversations when I mute you guys. All right, 63 for 4th appearance for DeColvey. 4-5 with 27 saves and an ERA of 2.71. Against the Phillies, it's his 7th appearance. 5 1/3 innings. 6 hits. I still got the sneezes. 5 runs, all earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. He has 1 save against the Phillies, but an ERA of 8.44. Well, thankfully it's no, I'm fine. I don't have COVID, but there are sometimes at lunchtime there's a call I have to take, and it's not necessarily for public consumption. If you're wondering about save opportunities, he is 27 to 35. Bones converts him on a 77% chance. He hasn't pitched in almost a week. He went against the Mets on the 5th. Went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs both earned, 79 and 2/3 innings, 79 hits, 31 runs, 24 earned, just 1 homer. He has walked 33 and struck out 40. He needs 6 outs tonight. He throws a fastball at 88 and a ground ball plus. He starts with Ted Sizemore, who's 1 for 3 with the double. Jacoby deals up the middle for a base hit. And so the Phillies will pinch hit for Reed with the tying run at the plate. And we play who can hit a righty, and the answer is hardly anybody. So Jerry Martin hitting .260, 7 homers and 27 RBI. Sizemore goes to throw down to Garner, not in time. So that's 10 for Ted. And the 3rd steal of the night for the Phillies. Pitch to Martin. Ground ball, base hit left side. Robinson bobbles it. Martin's going for 3, and Jerry's in there with a triple. And it's 6-5 Pittsburgh. And so Jacoby is going to blow this save before he has a chance to say imbecile. Here's McBride. He's 1 for 4. Singled, stole a base and scored. Infield playing in. Jacoby deals. Ball 4. And there's nobody out for Boa. In fact, Jacoby walked him on 4 pitches. Larry is 3 for 4. Has singled 3 times. Has scored twice. Stole a base and drove in a run. Looking for RBI number 50, Stargell. We'll go to Tavares for 1. McBride is retired. 1 out. It's 3-6 on the fielder's choice. So Martin on 3rd for Maddox, who's 0 for 4 with a run scored. There goes Boa. The throw down is not in time. Jacoby didn't cut it off, and Boa is on with the 2nd steal of the game. And so the infield playing in, a single gives the Phillies a 7-6 lead. And you got Tug McGraw warming in the pen. Pitch to Maddox. Ground ball to Jacoby. For the second, Garner. They're still not going to send Martin. The throw to first is in time. So I'm guessing the computer's going to walk Luzinski to face Hebner, or maybe not, because Hebner's 3 for 4. So Jacoby now dancing through a minefield. Runners on 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Here's a base hit right center field. Martin will score. Boa will score. 7-6 Philadelphia. And the vet erupts. That's a big hit. Not only is Jacoby blown the save, he is now on the hook for the loss. It'll be Moreno, Parker, and Robinson to face Tug McGraw in the 9th for Philadelphia. I don't know what the hold ratings for these Pittsburgh pitchers are, but even Luzinski's got a 75% chance to steal here. Throw to first. Greg back. Yeah, I thought about it with one out. But you knew with Boa's speed, and especially after the steal, that a single was going to give him the lead. Messed up one day and a smell like roses the next. Pitch to Hebner. There's a liner to center. Moreno is there, and out will retire the side. But a big, big inning for the Phillies. 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the 9th, 7-6 Philadelphia. And so we bring in Tug McGraw, making his 32nd appearance of the season. He's 6-2 with 3 saves. Remember, Reed is their primary save getter. But McGraw is certainly capable of slamming the door. And when you look at his ERA of 2.01, you know he can slam the door. I'm going to say this, but I know this is a jinx as soon as I do. He's had 3 save opportunities and converted them all. Against the Pirates, only his 4th time. 3 2/3 innings, 1 hit, a run. It was earned. He has struck out 2 and earned a win. His last time out was the 9th, 2 days ago against the Cardinals. An inning and a third, a hit and a strikeout. 44 2/3 innings, 33 hits, 10 runs, all earned, 4 homers. Keep an eye on that. 9 walks and 31 strikeouts. He throws the Scroogey. The fastball's at 86, and he will put the ball in the air. Moreno 1 for 4. Hebner and Schmidt try to cut off the bunt single. 6 runs, 12 hits, an error for Pittsburgh. They've left 7 on. Philadelphia, 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and they've left 10 on. He swings into right field. McBride comes in, 1 out. So the lead will be 4 if the Phillies win the ball game. And they're 2 outs away from doing that. But you have the irresistible force at the plate and Dave Parker, who is 1 for 4. His 2-run double in the 3rd gave the Pirates the lead. And the normal sure hands of Grant Jackson and Kent DeCovey have given this game away. Pitch to Parker. Struck him out. He got him on a 1-2 out of the zone. And they're 1 out away. And so Bill Robinson, who was struck out twice and is 0 for 4, is your last chance in the ball game. So 60,000 plus here at the Vet, and everybody's on their feet. Winds and deals into right. McBride, and the Phillies win game 1, 7-6. That was a big one. So after the starters didn't do too much, Carlton 11 hits, 6 innings, 5 runs all earned, and the 2 homers, and struck out 5. Ron Reed gets the win. He goes to 7-3. 2 innings, a hit, a run, it was earned. He struck out 2. The Tugger gets his 4th save. He gets a clean inning and a strikeout. He had minus stuff, by the way. Grant Jackson supposedly gets the hold. Kent DeCovey blows his 9th save of the year. He goes an inning and gives up all 3 runs. And so how about that? Our player of the game is going to be Greg Luzinski. His 2 RBI single in the 8th put the Phillies ahead this day. I'm that button. So the lead now is 4. Let's play the rest of this Monday night in baseball. The Cubs and the Mets played a daytime game at Shea. Wives and girlfriends slept through it. 6-4 Cubs. Dennis Lamp goes to 11-16. Cubby stole 5 bases. Jesus had 2 of those. He went 2 for 4 with a double. Doubleheader in Cleveland between the Tribe and the Blue Jays. Cleveland wins game 1. I'm just trying to see what I got to make sure I pay attention to here. Rick Waits gets the win 11-14. Cleveland 7-1. Jesse Jefferson loses. He goes to 10-9. Gary Alexander is 14th of the year for Cleveland. Game 2 belongs to Toronto in 11. Kirkwood gets the win. He goes to 4-2. 2-0 the final. Rick Wise with a loss, 11-12. And Alan Ashby with his 10th of the year, probably the game-winning run. St. Louis 5-2 over Montreal. Vukovic with a win, 7-11. Ross Grimsley takes a loss, 17-10. George Hendrick, 2 for 4 with his 22nd of the year. Fred Norman throws a 3-hitter through 8, strikes out 5. The Reds win a ball game. They beat Houston 1-0. Vern Rule takes a loss. He goes to 3-3. Doug Bear with his 33rd third save. Baltimore with 16 hits, pounds Boston 9-1. Jim Palmer goes to 17-9. Louis Tiant falls to 12-12. Eddie Murray with his 24th of the year. The Royals finally win a gosh darn ball game. They beat Oakland 4-2. Marty Patton goes to 2-2. Matt Keogh 8-13. Rico Carty, his 7th of the year, 1 for 3 and drives in 2. Twins, the benefit of 11 walks, beats the White Sox 9-4. Jeff Zahn goes to 12-13. Ken Kravick 8-11. Edwards 3 for 4 with his first home run of the year and a double. Ferguson Jenkins shuts down the Angels 3-0. He strikes out 9 in the effort. He goes to 12-11. Paul Hartzell falls to 3-7. Kenny Landreau 1 for 3 with a triple. Seattle beats Milwaukee 3-2. Enrique Romo 7-7. Larry Sorensen, remember he was 22-2. He's now 22-8. Gorman Thomas, his 36th of the year. Dodgers beat the Giants 6-4. Doug Rauh goes to 14-10. Vida Blue goes to 10-14. That's called symmetry, folks. Darrell Evans hits 2 homers. He now is 21. He drove in 3. And last but not least, Atlanta 4, San Diego 1. Larry McWilliams goes to 5-5. Randy Jones falls to 15-12. The Sarge, Gary Matthews, 3 for 5 with a triple. Ow. My leg just snapped. So tomorrow on the program, it is Pittsburgh, Philadelphia at noon. So while we do these for you, you get the primetime games. Other meaningful games, Yankees, Tigers, Houston, Cincy, Baltimore, Boston, Dodgers, Giants, California, and Texas. But it's the Pirates and the Phillies. We'll have it for you tomorrow at noon. Standings as we leave you. Philly by 4, Dodgers by 5.5, Baltimore by 1.5 over the Yankees, and Texas by 5.5 over Kansas City. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon. And as we continue on year 3 of Retro Sports Network, you too